Well, guess what? That's what. No, it's back day. The best day, my favorite day. We got to get right into it. Got to keep this one super efficient. So that's what we're going to do. Start off with a nice hang, as always, or as usual. Some scapula pulls. Let's go and do an inverted pull. Down into an L sit or pike hang. And then just hang for a minute. Swing back and forth a little bit. Get the shoulders and scapula nice and loose and warmed up. The tendons ready. Okay, there we go. I always say back day is the most important day, and it's the best day, because it really is. It's probably the most important muscle group to learn how to work thoroughly. And it's also the one that most people struggle with the most, especially as beginners. It's hard to hit the back muscles because people just aren't familiar with it. They don't see it. It's kind of out of sight, out of mind. Everybody wants those pecs, they want the arms, they want the six-pack. Well, guess what? It's a lot easier to get all that when you know how to work the back properly. Don't ignore the back. It should be a focus, a concentration. It should have its own day. You can combine everything else. Even for beginners, I think you can combine chest, legs, abs, do a full body workout, that's fine. But the back needs its own day because you need a lot of concentration to work it properly. That being said, let's go ahead and do another warm-up set. We'll do some 7 position pulls. I'm going to try to do these a little slower. It's hard to do these slow, but we'll see. Alright, those felt pretty good. Don't know if they were slower than before, but definitely working on having a little more control with them. I was asking AI, I think it was Grok on X, about those 7 position pulls. I was trying to ask it, see what it knew. It told me that the exercise was pretty cool. It told me what muscles it worked, it was accurate. But on tips, it said, try to pause that top position. That's not going to happen. I've never seen anybody in all my years of gymnastics and acrobatics who are able to pause in a position right there. Even a competitive gymnast, like world class, I don't think can do it. So, it's just kind of funny some of the recommendations it tries to come up with. Obviously, it doesn't have a lot of experience. But that's okay. The way I work out is not common at all. This stuff just isn't known. That's okay. I know how to do it. And if you're learning from me, you know how to do it too. Or at least give it a try. So now we're going to do some inverted pike shrugs, supersetted with, well, I always forget the name of this. Front lever tuck rows. 3 rounds. Keep everything straight. Pause. Quick pause. I don't want to put too much energy into that. That pike, that hanging pike, or the L sit hang at the very end. I want to concentrate on the back and the traps. This is a very similar workout that I did last back day. It was highly effective. I liked it, I enjoyed it, and gave a great back workout. That's why I'm repeating it. If you find something that really works, keep at it until you kind of feel your body getting used to it, and then make slight changes. That's how you keep making progress. All my workouts are kind of based on an overall theme, an overall structure, but I do change things as I feel it's needed, depending on what my body needs, what it's telling me, what my goals are. Take all that into account, what my schedule is, all that into account. Today my schedule is kind of tight, at least for the morning. I'm not sure how this afternoon is going to be. So making sure to have a little bit of time and get it done now, because I don't know what the afternoon is going to be like. And I have time now to get it done. Got to be efficient though. So let's keep this rolling. Front lever tuck rows. Hey, I said it right away that time. Didn't confuse myself. Woo! Those felt good. Even though I'm a little sore from the other day when I did my arm workout, I did a bunch of front lever tuck rows in the supinated position from palms facing forward. It's kind of another back day, but with more emphasis on the biceps. The reason I do a lot of back work, as in even on arm day, when I work the biceps, it's usually going to be some kind of pulling motion where the back is heavily involved. I just put more emphasis on the arms. I'll do an exercise. So it's basically like a back exercise with more emphasis on the arms. More often than not, that's what I'm going to do for arm day. Then a tricep exercise, once again, it's going to be a big, just overall pressing movement, like dips. And I just put more emphasis on the triceps. But it's basically another push-pull day. And to me, it's just a much more efficient way of working out. Number one, the back can take a lot of volume and a lot of frequency at a pretty high intensity. The back muscles they're strong, they're tough. Once you get them well conditioned enough, I think it's good to give them a lot of work. Probably the most volume is in the back and then the legs, and everything else just kind of falls into place. That being said, let's do our second round here. This is round number 5. Our second round of supersets of inverted pike shrugs, front tuck lever rows. Get a little more comfortable hitting that hanging pike or hanging L sit at the very end. I'm not trying to hold it for very long. Just trying to hit it real solid for a couple seconds at the very end. Just a nice way to finish it. Add in that full upper body strength. So I've noticed on some of my other videos I'm getting a little long-winded. So I'm trying to cut that out a little bit, make these more efficient, make the pacing go a little better. I'm adding in some B-roll of just footage I get around in all the different places I go. I go all over the country, so might as well show it. Whether it's a nice view or not so nice view. Last few days have been nice. I've been going through Utah. I got some real nice footage of Texas at a rest area, and I'll be showing that footage in this video. That's what you've been seeing. So it's a little bit of a change, but it kind of makes the videos a little more interesting, a little bit better paced. Speaking of pace, let's keep it going. Second round of front lever tuck rows coming right up. Yeah, it's all feeling stronger. So you know you're on a good program. I was doing 9 reps for those last 2 sets of front lever tuck rows. Knees going either above the bar or right to the bar. So my last set, we're gonna really push it and just go to that full range of failure where I'm barely getting anything out of the last rep. The inverted rows or shrugs, keep those right about where it's at. I'm still working on my technique with those. So keep the reps at 15, which is good for now. So you may notice I don't really get, like these workouts that I'm doing, they are challenging. And I do push myself. But you notice I'm not dripping in sweat. Most of my time when I do these videos, I'm talking more than I'm exercising. Yet it's still effective enough to keep me in good shape. I'm building strength. I don't know if I'm building a lot of muscle because I'm not eating all that much. I eat right around 2,000 calories a day. And I'm not eating to build significant muscle. But I'm getting stronger. I'm getting in better shape as I get right up close to 50 now, while doing a job that just wrecks the health and fitness of most people that do it. And that's why I focus primarily on bodyweight strength training, because it just hits so many different areas. It's just a super efficient way to go. But the thing is, you get older and you just got more life demands. That's what you want. You don't want your life to revolve around training and revolve around fitness. You want it to be an important part of your life, but not the main thing. It's not the life to be lived, people. Just use training to support it. Try something new. I'm gonna do a straight leg front lever row. Not with my body straight, but my legs just straight up, facing the ceiling. We're gonna try that next. Stay tuned. Okay, so we got 3 more sets total. So I'm gonna do those front lever tuck rows on the rings with my legs straight pointing up. I just decided to do that when I was going into that pike position, coming out of that last set of the inverted pike shrugs. I think I've kind of tried these before, but I don't know if I've ever tried them on the rings, so we'll see how they go. I think I'm going to like them. Well, it'll be a nice little extra challenge. Something different. So down, here's the pike. See how many times I can touch my heels to the ceiling. Okay. Yeah, those definitely worked. I'm gonna do those again next time. We're keeping that one. That was a nice little variation. All right, 2 sets left. We're gonna make it a little extra challenging because I keep it efficient today. We're gonna do hollow body pull-ups to failure. Wide grip. I don't know how many of these will do, but we'll go until I can barely get my nose to the bar. All right, last exercise here. We'll do some inverted tuck rows. very simple but underrated exercise that you'll rarely see outside of mainstream fitness, but it's an excellent one. We'll see how this goes as a finishing move after all those sets for back. See how many I can do. I'll just do it until it gets uncomfortable. I'll probably do like 3 or 4. Nice and controlled though. A little bit of tuck. We just keep pulling till our feet hit the bar. Nice and controlled all the way up and down. There's 2. Yeah, we'll go for 5. There's 3. Nope. All right. 3.5. It's funny with those because as soon as you reach that limit, they're pretty much done. You kind of got to stay at full strength to be able to do them. I thought at 3 I'd be able to pull off 2 more, but you know, that's just one of those things. That's why I like those exercises. They seem easy until all of a sudden they're not. All right, let's do our stretching here. Then we got to call it a day. Gotta get back on the road. I got a 11 o'clock appointment. It's 12 o'clock appointment, but they allow you to show up an hour early. So that's what I'm gonna do. I always run my appointments, whatever appointment time my is, yeah, that works. Well, you know what I mean. Whatever my appointment time is, sometimes they allow you to check in early, sometimes they don't. But if they do allow you to check in early, always do. That's just one of the things about trucking. Always run early whenever you can, which is pretty good advice for life in general. Anyways, let's finish up the stretching real quick. Let's get back on the road. But I'm about 90 minutes out, and it's 9:30 right now, so timing it pretty good. All right, that's the workout. Quick, efficient, effective. How it's done. Get to it.